Hey everybody, I get asked all the time, hey Steve, why is my bike running hot, man? My bike's running hot. Well, it could be a number of things. So let me see if I can go over some of the main reasons. All right. So usually what happens when a bike runs hot is it's what's called a lean condition. Lean, like lean meat. There's no fat in it. So fat is gasoline. So there's no gasoline in the mixture. Not literally, but kinda. So when a bike runs lean, that means there's too much air and not enough fuel. You ever sit by a campfire at nighttime and then somebody comes along with, I don't know if you've ever done this or not, but you come out there with a leaf blower and blow it on the fire and it turns red hot real fast? Because there's a lot of air and a little bit of fuel. Fuel being the wood or the freshness of whatever's burning. So when a bike runs lean, it could be because of a tune. It's not really that way most of the time. Could be mainly because our federal government requires, as far as the EPA is concerned, it requires that vehicles not use much gas. The manufacturers have to create vehicles that will run lean to get good gas mileage to an extent. All right, so that's one reason. That's why Harleys run hot. It's because they're air cooled and they come from the factory running lean. All right, so another thing that could cause a bike to run lean would be leaking intake manifold seals. All right, let me see if I can show you. I just happen to have a manifold on the wall here. Let's see if I can show you. All right. So this is a manifold, and here is the air comes in this way. The injectors are here. That supplies the fuel in real quick spurts. And there's the fuel line to the gas tank. There's rubber O-rings that go right here. Let me grab one and show you. Okay, here's an O-ring right here. So the rubber O-ring would go on, something like that, and then that would be clamped to the head. Well, over time, heat and age will dry these seals out and air will seep past it. You got to remember, these engines are big, giant air pumps, just like a compressor, like an air compressor. So when those pistons go down, it's sucking air in. Well, it pulls air hard, and if it's not sealed, air will go right past that seal. Then when that happens, you've got a lean condition, meaning you got more air than fuel, and in most cases, the tuner won't compensate for that. All right, another thing that could cause a lean condition is fuel pressure. All right, so if you don't have about 55 to 60 pounds of fuel pressure, I think I'm right. I think I'm pretty close. I might be off a little bit, but I think I'm right. 55 to 60 pounds of fuel pressure. So if you don't have 55 to 60 pounds of fuel pressure constant, it's not variable, it's got to be constant, you're not providing enough fuel for the air. So therefore your bike's going to be running a little bit lean. What can cause that? Many things. Fuel pump, fuel filter, injectors. You run out of fuel going down the road. I've had it happen. I've seen it. So that would be another thing. As a side note, let me show you something here that's pretty interesting. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the factory exhaust. A lot of people have. These are headers off of M8 Harley-Davidson touring bikes. This is a catalytic converter. Okay, that part of it is a catalytic converter. Let me show you what it looks like on the inside. I don't know if you can see down in there. You see that gray spiral looking deal in there? That's the catalytic converter. That mesh of whatever is in there is that whole section. That's about 6 inches. Makes you wonder how exhaust even gets out of it, you know? So the way that a catalytic converter works, first of all, it's got to be hot. It's an incinerator. You've seen these big factories and cartoons and stuff that are poofing smoke out of the smokestack, you know, or maybe you've worked at a grocery store at some point in the past, not any time in the past 20 years, but back in the 70s, 60s, 80s, the grocery store might have an incinerator to burn up all the cardboard boxes. All right, well, how do you get that hot? How do you get that catalytic converter hot? You run it lean. You have to have a lean condition to get this catalytic converter hot enough to become an incinerator. Well, what are we incinerating? Whatever comes out of the combustion chamber to the exhaust, whatever comes out of there, whether it's carbon, extra fuel, whatever's in there. So it goes through this incinerator, catalytic converter incinerator, and what comes out theoretically is supposed to be clean for our environment. All right. At nighttime, if you're running down the road, say 70, 80 miles an hour, you can't see it, but I would bet my last dollar that this right here is glowing red and you don't even know it. Your foot's about this far away from it, and that's glowing red. All right. So that's your lesson today on incinerators, catalytic converters. And then if your wife's complaining about her foot getting hot, now you know why. So when you do a stage 2, you get rid of this, you get rid of a lot of heat, a bunch of heat, which is all part of my bike's running hot. All right, so there's a bunch of things there as far as reasons. All right, maybe all this information will help you understand why your Harley runs hot. It wasn't so prevalent back in the carburetor days. It would still have an effect, but the fuel injected bikes really show the problem pretty easily because it requires so much fuel pressure in order for the thing to run right. So there's a lot of things in play. Okay, so let me know where you're from. If this video helped you, let me know. If you got some other questions, post them, see if I can get them answered for you. Let me know where you're from, what city, what state, what country. I love seeing where everybody's from. If you have any suggestions or additions to the video, post them. We want to try to help everybody understand why their Harley-Davidson runs hot. And we can make them run cooler. I promise you. We can do that. Yeah, just you got to do a stage 1 or a stage 2, and it'll drop the operating temperatures down and give you a little bit more power to enjoy the bike too. So, all right. I will talk to you guys later. Have a nice day.
It's science.
So, as usual, I really appreciate you watching. If you like what I do, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, thanks for watching anyway, because I know you got this far in the video. I'm always here at the shop, usually. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to email me or call on the phone. If you're within 100 miles, come on by one day. You know, if you have something you want done, come on by and see the shop, talk to us. We're just regular dudes. So, I'm Steve Carr, and I'll talk to you later.